opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you. With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and Milliken. The 20. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
ETN. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Once more, ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott now.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. On the move past the 40. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brady. Albert Okuebu now on the intended target. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Brady now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trayvon Walker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Stuck for a loss by the safety, Antoine Winfield Jr.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jalen Tolbert,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 7, Brady.
He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering him, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second and 11 now.
Another toe for ETN. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 29, Prescott. And this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's third down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So after the INT, it's Brady. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again, and not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Hey, 66.
They'll try to run with ETN and trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 64 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. There he goes, left side. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. A give running right, Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Brady on the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go for it. It's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Tolbert to target that time. And now it's 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 64 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Jacket, reload!
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3 from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, you may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now a give here to Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. Garibay on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Jaguars 17.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Sugar!
Here's Brady.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now this time, Brady will throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
On play action, it's Brady. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he's got room. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
1st down, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are right back in this football game. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on.
And now here is another interception.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To the air again, Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. From the red zone now, Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A first down carry by Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pollard, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go, 66. 63, Linda.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From his end zone, it's Brady on 3rd and long. And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down in the end zone. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Brady now on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Brady to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They'll try the left side with ETN. They find some open field here. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Going for it, here's ETN. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing, Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after